Well, for the first time since 2003, a proposal from Rochester city leaders could change where new businesses open and new homes are built. The City Planning Commission plans to recommend this zoning plan to City Council, who will then vote on it. Some residents, though, worry about how it will impact their own property values and their neighbors. Ryan Hermanette breaks down what the proposal is and the feedback from community members tonight.
Zoning is what determines how a property can be used, whether it be for housing, for business, or some other purpose. Rochester's zoning map hasn't received a full update in more than 20 years. With a brand new map on the table and a lot of changes that could come with it, Rochester residents have mixed feelings. The zoning alignment project, known as ZAP, is not a new concept. In fact, it was first introduced around 5 years ago in 2021 in response to Rochester 2034. A 15-year-long citywide improvement plan.
It really deals with how the city is built out, what the design of buildings look like, how it functions. So having really thoughtful zoning regulations, land use regulations is a really important part of our community.
That's Kevin Kelly, the City of Rochester's manager in the Office of Planning. Alongside Director of Zoning and Permitting, Matthew Simonis, the two have spent more than 6 years compiling community feedback to then draft this proposed zoning map. It increases the amount of mixed-use development properties where retail stores, restaurants, and housing can all operate on the same plot. I'm told this encourages tourists to visit Rochester.
And we think we're trying to find that balance of really being mindful of what the needs of our community are and incorporating that into our land use regulations, and then recognizing that if it's done really well, that people will just be naturally attracted to that.
But as Mary McClelland with the North Winton Village Neighborhood Association explains, while neighbors are welcoming of the zoning changes, there are some concerns.
A lot of what the zoning alignment plan encourages is increasing density. And that means, more commercial footprint, potentially more houses on a lot. We also have a lot of concerns about limiting paths to homeownership, especially affordable homeownership.
Specifically as it pertains to short-term rentals, such as Airbnbs or Verbos. Because of this, the ZAP team plans to draft a separate proposal to address where exactly these rentals would be allowed to operate in city limits.
We'll take an assessment of things and how is the new code working? Are there areas that need to be improved? And we can make those changes and put forth those changes to City Council.
Now, to be clear, ZAP remains in the proposal stage. It is not yet the law here in the city of Rochester. What happens next is City Council will consider the Planning Commission's recommendation and hold deliberations of their own sometime later this year. In the meantime, the team at ZAP will consider how short-term rentals factor into this proposal. I'm told those discussions will begin, quote, very soon. Reporting outside City Hall, Ryan Hermanette, News 8.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand. Plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.